Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Capricorn August 27, 2024. Once you have set your own health goals, you will inevitably compare your health habits to other people's. This is natural in the beginning and can be either encouraging or discouraging. The goal is really to focus on yourself and refrain from comparison or judgment. Just take yourself and your goals seriously. If it helps, write down your intentions for the day and check them off at night. Reward yourself for healthy behavior, perhaps with a nice bubble bath. For those born with this number, today will consist of confirmation, thinking, and acting autonomously. However, dialoguing will also be of great importance. Be as comprehensive as possible and don't try to confirm yourself too suddenly. Be firm while remaining fraternal and responsible. You could get into some fights with friends and family if you're not careful today. This weekend marks the Sun's first in Virgo and Venus last, offering an opportunity to reflect on your heart's desires as you enter the new solar. The current adventurous lunar vibes emphasize life's playful, creative, and explorative aspects by connecting with influential planets for the upcoming year. With Pluto entering his final week in your work sector tomorrow and Mars exiting your career sector 3 days later, it also serves as a brief respite before a crucial and busy working week ahead. With the Sun spending his first and Venus, the planet of love, her last weekend in your romantic sector, love is in the air. The Sun only returned 2 days ago, but already, with the Moon in an adventurous part of your chart and Venus just days away from connecting with Uranus there, the spirit of romance and adventure is steadily rising. With a Venus-Neptune trine influencing the first half of the day, you could feel emotionally and soulfully connected to people, particularly friends. Communications flow, and there is understanding even if the words are not perfect. Your need for harmony and peace is in strong form. It's a time to discover feelings you hadn't yet fully acknowledged. As the day advances, you may want to treat others with extra sensitivity and care, particularly on the job. There could be a slowdown if you've been rushing ahead too fast, which is quite likely with energetic Mars currently transiting your sign. This could take the form of a delay, criticism, reality check, or discouraging moment. Aim to pick yourself back up and strengthen your plans so that you get back on course and are better equipped to weather small storms. Dazzling romance and pleasure were written all over last week's stars like a gorgeous mural stretching before you. However, this week will test you to the brink and could even bring major drama for you to face with you front and center. This is not the week to commit to any romance or to stir the pot with a lover, as you'd be cursing it to a never-ending battle of egos. Today, mighty Mars will create sparks with a steel-enforced Saturn, guaranteeing that the more you assert yourself, especially around your desires, the more you will be shut out and rejected. Do not take risks, even though you'll want to. How can you show up in your career path? It might be your time to shine as a professional powerhouse when Mars in your sign squares Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. Shifts in the professional hierarchy are occurring, likely pushing some people out of the spotlight, which allows you the opportunity to shine. However, how you assert yourself and your accomplishments can make a world of difference. Go about these changes with ease, tenacity, and confidence. Today's transit can show you how to assert yourself without coming across as aggressive. Our eyes in the sky. If you find yourself more alert than usual tonight, try not to worry. Instead, see this as an opportunity, a moment when your mind might be more open to possibilities. Sometimes, those nights when we can't seem to wind down are exactly when our brains are trying to tell us something. Maybe there's a creative spark bubbling up inside you that's waiting to be explored, or perhaps there's an issue you've been putting off that's finally rising to the surface. Have you ever had one of those moments where an idea comes to you at the most unexpected time? This could be one of those nights. Take a moment to check in with yourself. What thoughts keep coming back to you? What ideas are trying to make their way to the forefront of your mind? You might be surprised by the clarity that comes when you stop resisting and start exploring what's going on in your head. Sometimes, simply allowing yourself the space to think can lead to unexpected insights. Of course, with all this mental activity, it can also be hard to relax and get the rest you need. If you find yourself tossing and turning, consider trying some relaxation techniques to quiet the mind. Deep breathing, gentle stretching, or even jotting down your thoughts in a journal can help bring a sense of calm. Have you ever tried writing things down before bed? Sometimes, getting those thoughts out of your head and onto paper is all it takes to ease the mental chatter and let you drift off to sleep. Now, with all this buzzing energy, it's important to keep an eye on your impulses, especially when it comes to spending. It's so easy to fall into the trap of making quick purchases when you're feeling restless or overwhelmed. Have you ever found yourself doing a little online shopping late at night, only to wonder the next day if you really needed that new gadget or pair of shoes? The energy right now can make those little impulse buys seem more tempting than usual, but try to resist making any big financial decisions unless they're absolutely necessary. If you do need to make a purchase or financial commitment, take a moment to pause and assess it with a clear head. Ask yourself, is this something I really need, or am I just looking for a quick comfort? There's nothing wrong with treating yourself to a small indulgence, especially if it lifts your spirits. But be mindful of the difference between a minor treat and a bigger commitment that could have long-term consequences. The key here is balance. Gemini energy can be fast-paced and sometimes a little scattered, so grounding yourself is essential. Have you ever noticed that when your mind is racing, it can help to step back and gain some perspective? Maybe that means reaching out to a friend for a quick chat, taking a walk to clear your head, or simply doing something that brings you back to center. Find what works for you, and give yourself permission to take that step back when needed. And if you're feeling particularly energized tonight, lean into it. This is a great time to brainstorm, create, or even just daydream about the possibilities ahead. Sometimes, those late-night bursts of inspiration can lead to our best ideas. Whether it's a new project, a fresh perspective on a challenge, or simply a clearer vision of where you want to go next, embrace the creative energy that's flowing through you. Remember, though, it's all about balance. While it's exciting to ride the wave of inspiration, be sure to weave in moments of calm and mindfulness to keep yourself grounded. Have you ever found that perfect balance between productivity and relaxation, where everything just seems to flow? That's what we're aiming for tonight, a harmonious blend of creativity and calm.